Anthony Edwards, let's start with him. Because the name Michael Jordan keeps being associated with him with each passing game in these NBA playoffs, sweeping out the Suns, stunning the Denver Nuggets in a close one over the weekend in the first game of round 2. And then last night, along with Karl-Anthony Towns' double-double, he just absolutely punked the defending champion Denver Nuggets last night. And there he is flexing. We're showing that on the screen. He kind of flexed a Hulk Hogan type bicep flex after showing Caldwell Pope a thing or two. There he is on the floor doing that last night. And this is after, I guess, he nutmegged himself to keep Reggie Jackson from stealing the ball and then broke his ankles, figuratively, wound up on the floor, Reggie Jackson did, and as if people didn't, notice that Anthony Edwards literally pointed it out. And then here he goes, shooting a 3 last night and giving the Michael Jordan shrug. Did you see that one? He shrugged. By the way, the 3-pointer gave him 23 points on the night at that point in time in the game.
Nice.
Shrugged.
It's his world right now, dude.
And here's the thing, too, that's pretty amazing about, and this is the team effort as well. Certainly doing this without Rudy Gobert and their head coach sitting in the first row because he can't sit where he normally is or stand where he normally stands because he's got to protect his surgically repaired leg in Chris Finch. They are playing lights out defense, which by the way, now that's what puts you in Jordan's category as well, or in the galaxy, because truly you got to lift this trophy to my right 6 times to be, in the same sentence as him, legitimately. 34.9% Denver scored last night, 19 turnovers. Michael Malone went directly in the face of one of the officials last night, who had remarkable restraint to not tee the coach of the Denver Nuggets up on the spot.
At that.
That was amazing.
And then
Look at the vein in his neck.
I mean
How did he not get teed for that?
Well, he right in the face.
I mean, you could read his lips. I mean, it's shocking.
And then Jamal Murray. The Lakers have got to be like sitting down the street from us, shaking their head like, against us, it's a heat check. Against the Timberwolves, it's a heat pack check.
Nice. Well done.
You know what I mean?
Great.
Like he's out of his skull on the bench doing out of his skull things, and we'll talk about that later on. 19 turnovers the Timberwolves created. This thing was toast.
It was over early.
Lickety split.
Second quarter, you're like, this game's over.
And so after the game, Anthony Edwards was asked about what he does on the court and what it gives him. The flexing, shrugging, pointing, or in that one moment that I saw that went viral last night, I forget who he was backing down. Was it Caldwell Pope he was backing down? And Kevin Harlan's call was banging, hitting, spinning, doubling, and he makes the shot.
Yeah. Kevin Harlan was on one.
Well, I mean, so is Anthony Edwards. So is this Timberwolves team that is halfway home, heading home to dethroning the Denver Nuggets or giving a new set of fingerprints on this trophy. By the way, the Larry O'Brien trophy's on my desk. I don't know if you're aware of that.
I mean, I'm not even listening to you, to be honest. I'm just staring at the trophy.
I'm lost in the
imagining it on a
gaze.
duck boat in 6 weeks.
By the way, it's very shiny, which adds to the extra shine here, on my head. But at any rate, I'm sorry, where was I? Oh, yeah, Anthony Edwards was asked after the game what everything that he does on the court, a little, as Marv would call, extracurricular, gives him.
What it do for me, it definitely gives me energy. But I feel like I've always done that, no matter what stage it's on. If it's in the regular season, the preseason, if I do something nice, I got to let it be known. If I get an N1, I got to flex, make somebody fall, I'm going to point at them. So, you know, and it brings excitement to the game. So hopefully someone tries to, like, come back and score on me or something like that. So that's why I do it.
Okay. You guys get anything out of that?
Hell no.
Let me put it like this. When Ant's out there talking to I know that we in for a good night.
That's amazing.
Listen, I know it's Tuesday. It's not an Overreaction Monday, but you just got to get the sense here that we're in some sort of honeymoon getting to meet you phase with Anthony Edwards. and if he continues to do what he does, and he does it over and over again and season to season, a lot of people in the NBA community and fandom are going to start to really hate him.
You know how that
they're going to hate on him. Yeah. They are, because he is coming for you.
He ain't going nowhere.
We love you at first, and then we hate you.
Exactly.
Ask the Chiefs.
Well, ask Steph Curry, too. Even some people are like sick and tired of him biting on his mouth guard and killing you with his smile and his three-pointers.
You know how that goes. First they love you, then they hate you, then
well,
they love you
again. But we're just 6 games into the playoffs for the Timberwolves. They're 6-0. And the Denver Nuggets are heading to Minnesota. By the way, their next game is on Friday. And you got to wonder if they're going to have Jamal Murray. We'll talk about that later on. But
get familiar with Ann Edwards, America. Get familiar.
Well,
he's going to be in your lives for a while.
I'll tell you one community that's familiar with him outside of Minnesota, Phoenix. All right, and Denver is now got to personally eyeball him at 52-80, and he crushed it. Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.